Hello again, everyone. So, today I'm going to be focusing on 5 things that you must do to live your best life. Okay, and what is your best life? I mean, fundamentally, what you define as your best life is very subjective. Okay, but even so, these 5 things are a must if you want to move towards whatever endeavors you have in life. Okay, I mean, we all want to, wake up and feel like we're living a life in alignment with our inner peace, in alignment with our purpose, and even when we're, having a bad day, so to speak, that we can still embrace that, and embrace that as part of the journey, and be okay with having having days of rest, days of rejuvenation, and learning and growing when life gets tough, and really just embracing and enjoying when life is good. Okay. So with that being said, let's get started. Excuse me. So, 5 things that you must do to live your best life. Now, before we get on to the 5 things, okay, I'll just move that over a bit. It's important to know that living your best life is a choice. Okay? No one except for you is responsible for all the good things and all the bad things in your life. Okay, now, fair enough, there are circumstances which may be outside of your immediate control that happen to you, but your response, how you work through that, how you deal with that, is still your choice. Okay, to play the victim and say that it's happening to you, that's a choice. Or to embrace the growth mindset and see the situation for what it is, excuse me, and allowing that situation to bring out the best within you, even through the pain and through the suffering, so that you can grow and learn the lesson and become a better version of yourself. That is also a choice. Okay, so you are 100% accountable for your success and your failure. And I actually heard, I was actually listening to a podcast the other day, and something really resonated with me. And it's, you hear a lot of successful people talk about, their self-made success and their self-made, fortunes or victories. But you rarely hear, if ever, someone say, I'm self-made average, or I'm a self-made loser. You never hear that, because it's difficult. It's hard to admit that. But successful people who are living their mission, they embrace the failures and the losses, and fully understand that, excuse me, on days where it is average for them, they are self-made average. But fundamentally, they are self-made. And when you can start having that self-made mindset, a lot of growth starts to happen. Okay, so living your best life is a choice. No one except you is responsible for the good and bad things in your life. Now, another point is your past makes you, but your past does not define you. You are not defined by your past. The only thing that defines you are the choices that you make right now in this present moment. Okay, so whatever happened to you in the past, things that you might have been ashamed to do, that is not you. Okay, they are things that may have defined you, your past self, but you are not your past self. You are your present self. Okay, and you can make new choices. You can redefine yourself. So you are not defined by your past. You are defined by the choices that you make right now in this present moment. So when struggle happens, embrace the struggle. Okay? It wasn't sent to you to break you. It wasn't sent to you to humiliate or defeat you. It was sent to you to make you stronger. Okay? It wasn't sent to you so that you could fail at whatever goal you're doing. It was sent to you so that you could become stronger and move further towards your goal. So embrace the struggle, learn the lesson. Ask yourself, how do I choose to be defined by the struggle that's in front of me? Okay? and then face it and conquer it. Okay, even if you need to face it multiple times, that's okay. Every time you face a struggle, you learn the lesson and you become stronger, and you can try different strategies. But if you persist, you will succeed. So let's get on to the 5 things that you must do to live your best life. Now, the first thing is to minimize your exposure, or ideally remove your exposure from social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. Excuse me. There is a direct link, and there's countless studies and meta-studies done on this, between spending excessive time on social media and feelings of depression, loneliness, and anxiety. Now, why is this? Okay. Now, we are social creatures. Okay, we are designed to live in communities and to be part of communities, and it could be argued that social media is a form of community. But what is it about social media, excuse me, that links that links people to depression, loneliness, and anxiety? Well, when you look at social media, what you're seeing isn't real. Okay, when you're in communities, when you're in live communities with people that you resonate with, that's real. So when you're, going to the gym and you've got a group that you train with, or when you're, when you're doing when you're cooking together, or when you're in a family gatherings or gatherings of friends going out, book clubs, etc. That's real because you share a common interest. Okay. And when you engage with people on that level, you're engaging with the person as a whole. So their good and their bad points. Okay. And you feel their energy and so forth. Social media, for the most part, is fake. Okay, people will post their best selves, and what you see there it's not real. Okay, but then you look at that and you go, well, why are these people living such a good life, and I'm here struggling? So this is where the depression, loneliness, and anxiety comes in, because you're falling for the phoniness, for the fakeness of social media, and you think that it's real when it's not. Excuse me. Okay, so minimize your exposure to social media, and when you're on social media, take it for what it is, as a grain of salt. Okay, understand that it's not real. Okay, now that's not to say that social media doesn't serve a purpose. I do believe that there is a purpose with social media, and when used genuinely and authentically, it can bring people together. Families in particular, if you've got families all around the world, social media is great because you can post pictures of your family. If you've got if you've had gatherings or birthdays and so forth, you can share that. You can embrace that with your extended family if they're not able to attend. So there is a purpose, but just be mindful of the phoniness as well. Okay. Cut out negative people and invite growth mindset people into your life. This cannot be overstated. If there are people in your life that is dragging you down, that is stopping you or preventing you from moving towards your best self, towards your goals, cut them out. That's not to say that they're bad people. It's just that they don't resonate with what you're trying to achieve. And there's nothing wrong with that. They may resonate with other people, and you may resonate with other people. And you might be doing it to someone else. So be mindful of that. If you find that you're with someone, or you have a group of friends that you no longer resonate with, there is nothing wrong with walking away and finding a different set of people that align with who you are. This is part of the journey of life. Part of our growth, part of the journey of life is that we change. And when we change, our friends change and our groups change. So there is nothing wrong with cutting out negative people. And when I say negative, I'm talking about people that that are toxic, and that don't resonate with who you are. And invite growth mindset people. Invite people that challenge you, but in a positive way, that inspire you to become better than what you are. Okay, you will grow that way. And there was actually a study done, in America, where they found that in the workplace, achievers in workplace settings who were surrounded by toxic people were found to decrease their efficiency. I think it was by about 15% or 20%. Okay, but it was literally just by being around those people, their efficiency significantly decreased. Now, when you have people surrounded in a growth mindset environment, it was found that their efficiency actually increased by about, I think it was 30%. Okay? So surround yourself with people that are of growth mindset. Stop watching the news, or at least minimize your exposure to the news. Okay, you've got enough things to deal with in life, in your own life, to take on the problems of the world as well. Okay, try to stop watching the news for 2 weeks and see what happens. See if you start feeling better. The news is full of toxic, negative influence, which fundamentally we really don't need, because the world isn't. That's not a true representation of the world. War, murder, famine is, yes, it exists, but it's not the be all and end all. Okay? There are plenty of wonderful things. There are plenty of beautiful things that happen, okay, in the world that we're not exposed to when we watch the news. Okay? As well, just a little bit of trivia. What you find when you watch the news is, it's quite negative with all the bad stuff, but then at the end they always end on a good thing, and they do that on purpose because they want you to. It's a bit of neuroscience, which fundamentally we will go somewhere where it makes us feel good. And if your last memory of the news is yes, I felt good, you're more likely to watch it again. So there is a little bit of programming going on there, which you may or may not be aware of. All right, so minimize your exposure to the news. Okay. In fact, what you can do, we've got the internet, this great plethora of accessible knowledge where you can actually expose yourself to news that you resonate with. There's so much more out there that you can actually control the news that you're exposed to. So if you want to watch the news, by all means watch it, but then at least balance it with the good stuff that's going on in the world. Okay, make the effort to actually see the positive things that's going on in the world. Do a task list every day. Create a task list. There is a direct link between having a task list, crossing off something from your task list, and feeling happy. That sense of achievement. It's very, very empowering. So create a task list every day. What you want your list to be a mixture of easy, medium, and hard things. You want to generally do your easy things first, so you can cross a couple of things off, and then you can focus on your medium and hard things. Okay, and if you find that you have a lot to do, then break it down. Okay, break your hard things into simple, manageable steps that you can at least tick off to see progress happening. You don't have to finish the whole task, all the task lists in a day, but what you want to do is you want to make progress. Okay, consistency is key when it comes to achieving goals, when it comes to living your best life. Okay, so create a task list every day. Okay, develop yourself every day. Learn something new. Get out of your comfort zone. There is a direct link between self-development, between pushing your boundaries and happiness. A direct link. Okay, people who are stagnant tend to be more depressed, tend to be more anxious, okay, tend to be more stale. People who are actively trying to push their boundaries, learn new things, develop themselves, are generally happier, more optimistic, adapt better to change, are more plastic in their brain, have a more plastic brain, which means that they're more adaptable to change. They're able to learn new things quicker because they're not stuck in their ways. Okay, so develop yourself every day. Okay, learn something new, anything. You can try learning a new recipe. You can try drawing something. If you drive to work, try going to work in a different route. If you catch the train, try going a different route on the train. Even if it takes a little bit longer, leave it a little bit earlier and try something different. Okay, do something different. Learn something every day. So I hope that you found this. I hope you found this beneficial, and I hope that you really try to apply these. Okay, because fundamentally, at the end of the day, it's your choice. Okay, you can choose to do these things and move towards your best life or not. Okay, so if you do find this information helpful, please please subscribe, and if you want to reach out to me, you can contact me through my website, www.alexrodriguez.com.au. It's got my phone number on there, my email address. You can also email me at info@alexrodriguez.com.au to make a booking. And if there's any topic, if there's anything that you want me to discuss, please get in contact. Please let me know. Okay, like I said, I'm doing this for you guys. I want to be able to give you some knowledge so that you can become more self-empowered and move into your mission, move into your purpose, and start living your best life. Okay, so with that being said, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.